People are calling Devestation the luckiest Madden player who ever lived. And you do gotta remember, you gotta be lucky to be good. You gotta be good to be lucky. And even though Devestation did get a kickoff return, a block kick, and some really whack animations for his opponent to get some routes messed up so he could get an interception and seal a game in overtime, he still did a ton of things to put himself in position to get lucky and win these games. I'm going to break down exactly what went down at the Steelers Club Series and how Devestation was able to pull it out in this video. Hey, this is Time Bomb, and if it's your first time checking out the channel, hit that subscribe button to catch all the updates. Thanks a lot for joining me here today. I'm going to do a breakdown on the Steelers Club Series. So remember to give this video a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't for a lot more content like this. Now this was a crazy Club Series. I mean, just watching the Chaos Devestation game, you knew it was a pretty good Club Series because those are two top-level competitors who were both in the Club Series. Chaos was in the Madden Championship Series last year in the Madden League, so high-level Madden coming. Devestation was just an inch away, I think, from making it, so both of these players could do it. Devestation was the Steelers Club champion last year, so coming back again. I believe Lawrence was from FMB, so he's another high-level player. A lot of great players in this Club Series, so it's going to be a tough one for someone to pull out here. And we saw some crazy stuff. Now, first of all, the meta was on display here. A lot of nickel 3-3-5 odd, a lot of trips tight end, and Chaos was one of the first players really running the trips tight end last year. When everyone else was running bunch, he was using that trips tight end. So it kind of shows that he started something that now has been continued. A lot of people are using that trips tight end because there's a lot of great plays that have play action, so it can beat some of that A gap nickel over G meta that you're seeing. How people are just trying to get that, and yeah, just a lot of good plays. And we saw both of these players in this final game. Devestation and Lawrence were using the same offense and defense. Both of them were using a trips tight end offense. Both of them were using a nickel 3-3-5 odd crossfire defense. Now, before we really get into this game, though, I wanted to take a look at a few lessons that we can actually learn from Devestation and things that he was able to do to really win this game. Now, the first thing that he does that you can take note of to avoid the scums kick is he's always audibling his kickoff when he comes out. He always comes out with the hands team and then audibles into his normal kick return so that he is able to get a good return, right? So this is so key because that's what Chaos failed to do. See, Chaos failed to recognize that Devestation was doing that on those kickoffs, and he just did like a normal kick. So he's up in this game, and he gives Devestation a chance to return this ball. You cannot do that in any high-level Madden. In Weekend League, you have got to at least sky kick the ball because kicking it like that, even though it was deep, Chaos gave Devestation the chance to return the ball. He should not have done that. It should have been a tough 20-second run offense for Devestation. But because Chaos kicked it deep, and because Devestation is coming out with his hands team and audibling them every time, he's getting basically the best chance to get a great kick return every time. So it's something that we should all make note of because he's ready for any type of kick return. If Chaos is going to kick it deep, he's ready for it. If his opponent is going to be doing some sort of weird scum kick, he's coming out there, he's audibling over, he knows what he has to do in order to beat his opponent. He's used to it. He's ready to set. So he did get lucky. I'm not trying to undersell that. He did get lucky to get a kick return touchdown, but he also set himself up to be in position to get that kick return touchdown. So that's something that can't be underscored. The second thing that I liked seeing was out of his defense, he was running that 3-3-5 odd crossfire, but he was really mixing it up depending. Sometimes he was sending 5, and he had his user looking more over the middle, and sometimes he was sending 6, so he had to user the safety in that 3-receiver hook zone, and in those situations, it was more critical that he was there, and he got some big help from his AI as well to shut down Lawrence. But both of them were doing a really good job moving the ball. I just think Devastation's defense was a little bit able to contain Lawrence more, and it kept Lawrence to some big plays that he was able to come through, because I think he did have more stops on Lawrence. Now, as well, Devastation's offense was a little more fluid. See, Lawrence was staying in the trips tight end entirely the whole game. He didn't even really run the ball at all, where Devastation was mixing up. He was going into the bunch here and there a little bit more. He did it for one big play touchdown, and he was running the ball here, keeping Lawrence a little bit more honest. I guess Lawrence's whole game plan, it was to stay away from running the ball and just pass it, because that's exactly what he stuck to. And, you know, he had mixed success, whereas he did turn over the ball more than Devastation. He did also have some quick big play touchdowns that he was able to capitalize on the few turnovers that Devastation did make. So let's take a look at the game here. To start it off, we see Lawrence has the ball, and right off the bat, these guys are both coming ready to play and ready to play offense. They're warmed up, and Lawrence is just moving the ball methodically down the field. He does a great job. He's used to playing against the 3-3-5 odd crossfire, so just another day at the office, and he's just going to methodically move the ball down the field here. Boom, look at that dot, right on the sidelines, over to the 5, and then he does something that he rarely did in this game that he should have maybe been looking to do a bit more, is he's going to run this little pitch out, run the ball into the end zone. See, it seems like it was there for him. He should have maybe come out in that formation a little bit more. So then, Devastation with the ball. He's going to pick up right where he left off, and he's going to be throwing the ball all over the place. He's slanging the rock, moving it well, methodically getting the ball into the red zone, and then once he's in the red zone, he's able to basically punch the ball in. He's going to actually work it a little bit closer, finds another route, just, you know, dink and dunk as he gets inside the 5, and then once he's inside the 5, he gets shut down on the run, so he goes back into this trips tight end, sending out some routes, sees everything locked down, so he's just going to run with his QB, take it into the end zone, and he's going to put up 7 right back. So we're 7-7 here. Now, we see that Lawrence has got the ball. He's been getting the 3-3-5 odd crossfire the whole time, and it seems that Devastation is starting to make some adjustments, able to shut down that deep route. Okay, so Lawrence is going to get the ball down to Devastation's 30, and this is where Devastation starts to move his safety into the box here, and we see he's getting a lot better pressure. He's able to get a sack here a little bit late with no routes developing, and then he's going to run the same thing again. He's going to move that safety into the box. He's using him this time, shutting down everything low, sending 6, pressure gets in there, he gets the sack. So now Lawrence is forced to punt on this possession. Sends a nice little punt, look at that, inside the 10. So Devastation is going to have to play from his own 8-yard line. Moves the ball forward a little bit, 4th and 3. He takes a chance here. Devastation converts on 4th down from his own 12. So that's a big play right there where he was taking a chance. So he did, people are saying he got lucky, but he was, taking a chance like that from his own end zone. He's basically going to be moving the ball downfield, and we see for the first time he audibles into this bunch, finds his man on a little in route that he audibled him to. It was the verts play, and then he does that spin move to take it outside to the house. So he's going to put up points there, go up 7. So Lawrence, at the end of the second, he's got the ball, and he's trying to move down and get another touchdown, put points on the board before the half, stay in this game, get closer to a touchdown. Pressure gets in, he puts it up deep, and Devastation's going to click on, get the pick, and a nice return here. Look, he's going to cross the 50, almost to the 45. He's got 6 seconds left, and he does a great job here, calling a great play out of the trips tight end here. We see Lawrence is sending a lot of heat at him, but he sees right over the middle of the field, gets down, possession catch, gets the timeout, and he's able to put this field goal up. 10 points at halftime. Devastation seemed like he was well in control of this game. And I was kind of wondering, I was like, is this going to be a runaway game? Am I going to have to actually go over the chaos and Devastation game because that one's going to be more interesting and be the crazier game? I can't believe that I'm saying this at this point, but this game tops the craziness that I saw at the Chaos Devastation game basically from this point off. So Devastation's got all the momentum in the world. You see him here running the ball, moving the clock. He's got 10 points. He's doing everything right. He's trying to eat some clock up. He thinks he's going to be able to go up 13, be up almost 2 touchdowns. But finally, Lawrence is starting to get some pressure in there. He's doing the same thing too. He's moving into the box, and he's doing a great job. We see a little bunch set up here. Again, the pressure's going to get in there. Another sack. So it is going to be a turnover on downs. Lawrence has got the ball now. From Devastation's 30, already in field goal range. He's going to send a little dot over the middle of the field. Look at this again, sending his routes out, doing a great job, finding him all alone in the end zone. So now he's only down 3. He's going to do his kickoff. Same thing, Devastation does his little setup to return this ball, does a great job. But one thing you can't help is when even if you're trying to get out of bounds, sometimes they're going to lay a hit stick and get the fumble on you. Huge for Lawrence. See, Devastation, we talk about him getting so lucky, but his luck does run out there. He gave up a fumble on a kickoff, like he fumbled on a kickoff. That's a huge, huge bad luck streak right there. The Mad Gods were not shining down on him on that situation, so it's not like he had all the luck in the world. So now Lawrence has got the ball, and he sends up an absolute dot deep in the end zone. Definitely some sort of bad adjustment here because he's got no one over to really look at him in the middle of the field. Just got that space. He's going to catch that. Tyreek Hill in the end zone, getting the separation. So that's a big touchdown. Devastation cannot believe it. Lawrence is hyped. He's up 21-17 here out of nowhere. That happened so fast in the third quarter. So quickly, this game seems like it's sliding through Devastation's hands. So on the next possession, Devastation here, looking over the middle of the field, and he gets baited and lurked hardcore by Lawrence. He's got the ball again inside, ready to set up another field goal. He's going to go up 7, and Devastation can't believe it. You think that Devastation might be sliding here, losing the mental game. Lawrence is hyped up, but he can't move the ball into the end zone this time. He's going to have to settle for the field goal, which is smart. He takes it. He's going to go up 7 here. So Devastation, he's got the ball back, and he does a great job just moving the ball methodically down the field. Playmaker's his receiver up. He's going to get, across the 35 here. Then he's going to do another good job just running this, flipping his trips tight end and just looking over into the flats. Makes a move here to get into the end zone, just like that. So he's back in this game, 24-24. Lawrence has got the ball, though, here at the end of the game, and you got to give it to Lawrence. He's done a great job. He's able to run his offense down the field. He sees a route get open there over the side. I think twice he's going to just see this route develop in a row over to this right side of the field. He's going to see this little route develop over to that side. He squeezes it in a tighter window there. He's basically across the 40, getting close to the red zone. And then here we're going to see him, pound the rock a little bit right across the 35. He's getting closer to field goal range, using his timeouts. Devastation right there using one timeout, so he's got to stop the clock for him. And here we see Lawrence get another first down. So he's firmly in his control. I think we all know that the ice kick is broken. You get a first down, your opponent's already down timeouts. He's got to use them there, try to ice you. All you've got to do is simply spike the ball. And once you've got those spikes, you're basically clearing the ice. So if you've got the timeout or the time, you just can repeatedly do this, make your opponent use all you spike the ball, come out in field goal, timeout, spike the ball, come out in field goal, timeout, spike the ball, kick your field goal. But there's that 1 in 100 chance that maybe when you do kick the field goal, it's going to get blocked. And Lawrence, he is nervous. Look at the way that his meter is moving all over the place. He takes a second, calms himself, and he feels like, okay, I can do this. It's an easy kick. And he does it pretty close to perfect. I mean, just about as good a kick as you would want. And look at that. The weirdest field goal. I have never seen a field goal block like that where they're coming through 3 different gaps for the block. Who gets that lucky? Look at Lawrence. He can't even believe it. That is crazy. Are you kidding me? That ball is blocked. Devastation. He can't even believe it. No one has ever seen this. And that's why people are saying he's the luckiest Madden player of all time. Because who gets a block like that? Where you user through the middle is going to get the... He can't believe it. I mean, clearly there are some games where you are going to win no matter what happens. And this was a game where Lawrence was not going to win because if you're going to get blocked like that, that was craziness. So Devastation starts with the ball in overtime. He moves it down, and he's going to get the field goal. So now, after getting this field goal, he needs a stop on Lawrence. I mean, if he keeps him to the field goal, he gets another chance with the ball to score, so he's in a great position. But he needs a stop. That's been tough for him to do against Lawrence lately. So Lawrence sends one play deep, isn't able to capitalize it. On the next play, this is another controversial play that people were posting about online. I remember I saw Savage, I believe, your boy Savage, post about this play. If you notice, the routes over the middle of the field, they get glitched out there, and they don't really run like they're supposed to. So instead of having them pull some routes, like, I mean, who he threw to looked like it was going to get open, and it was a lucky click and pick. But if you take a look at those players over the middle of the field, they are just dumbed out, and like, he had an actual legit chance to maybe move that ball open. Like, there was one of them I'm sure could have made a better pull route if they were going deep, because he clicks on and he's able to make this interception, and that's a ball game right there. And I mean, Wide did look open, he didn't throw to them, but he didn't even have the option because those two receivers were just in that weird half jog animation, neither of them really running their route. I think the defender kind of messed them up, and Devestation is able to win this game. That was some of the craziest competitive Madden I have ever seen. I mean, you typically see people able to close those games out at the end. It really takes a field goal miss, but to see a block like that with animations that I've never seen, it was that was different. That was something else. That was an exciting game of Madden. I did not think it was going to go that way, so kudos to Devestation for pulling it out. Sucks for Lawrence and Chaos that the games kind of had to go that way, but that's why they are 60-minute games. Not 60 minutes, but you play full 4 quarters because you never know what's going to happen, and that does kind of keep it fun. I think it is somewhat RNG problematic, like some people might say, but it is also pretty exciting. So it's as a spectator, I know if I was playing as a player, it would suck, but as a spectator, I mean, that's what people want, I think, in an esport, in an online Madden. They want something exciting like that. So it's tough to say, really. I enjoyed it, and I like breaking down this game. I like taking a look at it, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. I'll be back with the next one, the Patriots Club Series. Going to check out probably Skimbo's games and see how he does. I'll check you guys later. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks a lot for checking out this video. I've been Time Bomb. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you later.